Hello and welcome back, gamers, to the second video of our third season here on the Game Gym app. I'm Coach Aero, and in this video lesson we're going to be covering the topic of third man positioning inside of the 3v3 game mode. This video is going to be incredibly helpful for all of you that play with teammates or in a team environment. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so for today's warm-up we're going to be inside of a drill that will perfectly put us in the third man mindset. As many of you might already know, a lot of the time you will be clearing the ball from the third man position. So to start this lesson off, we're going to be inside of a training pack that is going to require us to perform some booming clears. For all of the shots, try your best to clear the ball as fast and as hard as you can. The third man position is arguably the most important position inside of Rocket League. The main job of this position is to protect your goal at all costs, since you are the last line of defense between the opponents and your net. Now, I want to be clear and say that this does not mean you are playing an all-time goalie. I wouldn't even really consider it goalie, since any of the three positions on the pitch might have to make an emergency save, and positions are always changing, so that's rotation, right? Third man is always situated behind both teammates, and the biggest focus here should be to not allow the ball to sail over your head, ever. One of the biggest mistakes I see players make at third man is not being conscious that they are the last player back on their team. It sounds silly and remedial, but in these situations, I see third man push up way too far, leaving themselves overcommitted and their net undefended. So really quickly, I want to go over a couple of key strategies that will help cut down on overcommitting. Firstly, a general rule is to not cross the midfield line as third man. There are certainly some situations where you will find that crossing midfield is good from the third man position, but for that to happen, one of your teammates needs to be rotating behind you / back to your net to fill that gap. The second absolute golden rule to follow is to try and never let the ball sail over your head as third man. And in the event that it does, you need to be prepared to make that save. Since a lot of the time this might happen for one reason or another, like another player gets a crazy bang on the ball, we should take this opportunity to practice saving the ball from semi-awkward positions. Complete this training pack and try to save as many balls as you can. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at a replay example involving third man play. So this is an example from one of my games, and I actually make a pretty big mistake here, and I'm going to let the clip roll and I'm going to see if you guys can figure it out. Okay, so if you said that I crossed the midfield line as third man when I shouldn't have, you are absolutely correct. Initially, our observation can tell us here that both of my teammates, Kairos and Dropster, are ahead of me, so I know that I need to play third man. I shouldn't cross midfield and the ball shouldn't go over my head. Now, as a result of me pushing past the midfield line, we can see that it is very easy for Hecto here to play the ball over my head, and then it's a mad dash back. And his team has the advantage if they had set up correctly. And it also forces me to make a bit of a scramble save as he tries to attack the backboard and make it awkward, which was a pretty good idea by him, but it just wasn't quite hard enough. He didn't quite get the power to get it past me. But that's a really good illustration of how a situation can turn sour very fast if your third man is not in the correct position. It can immediately start an offensive attack going the other way on your net. Now that we have discussed some of the key strategies for playing an effective third man inside of 3v3, and we have also learned some methods for not overcommitting, it's about time for us to take all of this newfound knowledge into ranked. You can do this either solo or in a party with teammates, but either way make sure to cue the 3v3 game mode. For the duration of this session, which should be about 30 to 45 minutes, focus on playing an effective third man each time you find yourself in the position by using the strategies we discussed to not overcommit and not let the ball sail over your head. These are the two things to make sure to accomplish each time. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. As always, make sure to leave a comment below if you feel like this video helped you out in any way, and I'll see you all in the next one.